Greetings, Hornets! This is Miss Parker, your teacher, here to show you how to design your own letterhead stationery. But before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to Jonah Curtis, who showed me where to find the video introduction templates on the internet and how to use Windows Movie Maker to put my video screencast together. Thanks, Jonah! So to design your letterhead, you'll need your name in word art. You can copy-paste your name from your Word Art 2003 document into your letterhead document. Make sure you use the first paste option. Also make sure you turn on tight text wrapping. Then you can make whatever changes you need to your word art. When you're done with your word art, you need to insert some clip arts. You need one on either side of your name. Make sure you turn on tight text wrapping. Make sure you use the corner handle when you change the size of your picture. You could get two different clip arts, or you could get two of the same clip art. And if you're going to use two of the same clip art, you may want to flip one of them so that they're not facing the same direction. Maybe you want them both facing out, or maybe you want them both facing in. And I'm just using the rotate button to flip horizontal. Next, you need your address line, and you'll need to get your cursor below your word art. So you can press enter several times, and then just move your word art back up. Move your clip arts back up. Then click underneath your name and you should see your cursor. Your address line needs to be centered using the center button. And then you'll type in your street address, followed by some spaces, and then your town, state, zip code, and then the same number of spaces that you put after the street address, you need to put again after the zip code. And I left 10 spaces after my street address, so I'm going to leave 10 spaces again after my zip code. So I'm going to hit the space bar 10 times. And then I'll type in my phone number. Again, you want to leave the same amount of spaces here as you do here. At least 5 spaces each, and in my example I showed 10. And you will need to hit the space bar 10 times instead of trying to use the tab key in order to get the same amount of space here and here. Then when you're done with your address line, you want to click your cursor in front of your address, and next we need to put a border line above and below your address. So I'm going to go to Page Layout, Page Borders, then I need to go to the Borders tab because I want a border line just around my address, not around the whole page. I'm going to choose Custom, then choose the border line style I want. Choose the color. Choose the size. Then on the preview window, I just need to turn on the border line above my address line and below my address line and say OK. So now I've got that border line above and below my address. At this point, I need to check a couple things. I want to make sure that my address doesn't go below the 2-inch mark on the ruler. And then I'm going to take a look on the View 1 page and see how things look. And I want to check the spacing on either side of my clip art and make sure that I've got the same amount of space in both places. And I want to look above my clip art and make sure I've got the same amount of space for the top of the page. And then I want to check in between my clip art and my word art on both sides and see if I can get about the same amount of space there as well. I can move my address line up by hitting the delete key if I need less space, or I can move it down by pressing enter if I need more space. So once it looks like I've got everything spaced evenly, then I'm finished. So now it's your turn. See if you can design your own letterhead stationery. Thanks for watching.